Mr. I do it. We get it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the All Money In Podcast, episode 18. You're with your host, Travis. I got my co-host, Dante, here.
What up, y'all, man? Scientists in the building. Let's get it.
And I got my other co-host, Sable, here.
Sable Rocks, the fire starter.
There we go.
That's right.
And we have a special guest today, Mia.
Moi. My name's Mia Bunn. I'm an artist, an animator, creator of Da Fuck Comics.
The fuck.
Just finished. We just had a Comic-Con recently.
Yes, we did.
Nice.
It was very successful. We had a great time. It was popping.
Popping.
Yeah.
Everyone was hungry for a con.
Oh,
it's been,
yeah.
what, 2 years?
This nigga.
Yep. Oh my God. We sold some. I think everybody did really well.
I want to go to Anime Expo for bullshit.
Oh my God. You should have just hopped on that table.
I had some personal stuff going down, so my book didn't even get finished in time. That's why I didn't go. I only
Shit.
came the last day just because, like, fuck it.
Shit, even to draw, man. You know, like.
Yeah. My spirits was down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My kindred spirit, you made your money, though. Hey.
Right. Oh my
Fucking
God.
stupid.
Yes, that was so fun. Made a lot of connections. Networking. It was just like a
It
dream
wasn't
come
a
true.
lot of celebrities there this time.
No, I didn't see so many.
Ticket sales were probably low, but, you know, because of COVID, next time it'll be more.
I think, yeah, it seemed pretty crowded, but I know that I've been to other past cons where it was super, super crowded.
That was like perfect though, because it was like, oh, it's just the right amount of people to where the line's not hours and hours long.
Right. Yeah.
Well, talking about celebrities, y'all know Nick Cannon's 5-month-old baby passed away.
That was a great transition for a very sad topic. So I'm like 50-50. I'm so sorry. His 5-month-old baby
sad.
passed away?
from brain tumor.
Oh my God.
And it was only 5 months old.
Did the baby ever leave the hospital, or like, how did they find out?
That's what I was going to say.
See, that's something. It's not even being told on Instagram. And he hasn't really been talking about it lately. But I know, like, when he did the one video that did come on, he was doing the show, and he wasn't really into the show like that. He was kind of out of it. He just started talking about his clothes, and you could tell, like, in his eyes, like, he wanted to cry still. So that's why it's like, this right now is a tough time.
That
like,
is. I mean, you
That's
you know,
crazy.
you make
That's
a
very
baby,
sad.
you wait all this time, and then you have your baby, and you think everything's cool. And did they know the baby had a tumor right when at birth, or?
See, I don't know.
Because
You know?
I've never had kids with a woman, but don't they run all types of tests and stuff during the ultrasound?
Yes, they do, and you typically you would know if your baby had a tumor.
Let's ask a woman, because we don't know.
Right, you would know. I mean, unless it was one of those rare, fast-growing tumors that just bam, all of a sudden it just, you know. But
Mia claims to have had children.
This food.
I'm a mom.
How old y'all
Yes.
think she is? No cap.
28?
28, 32, right?
Yeah, I was going to say 32.
Mia, what's the age you claim on your fake ID that you have?
This food is stupid.
She don't look a day over 30.
She don't.
Nah.
You guys are so sweet.
Look, your brain gonna pop when she tell you her
Well,
I
first
believe
you tell me how
I
old
believe
you are.
it. 29.
Okay.
31.
Okay. I have a daughter that's 27.
The cap.
Damn.
Yes.
I can't believe this.
Right, like the cap.
Right. No.
Biological?
Of course.
I gotta ask.
course,
yes.
nigga.
No, and I started at 30.
What
math.
the hell?
She's a liar, bro. I don't believe it. Look, I met her son at LA Comic Con. This is my son. I was like, how much is she paying you to?
Right. He promised me. He loves cons though. Like
That's
that. He's always been into it. He's been into comics.
Right, he was your little brother.
And he used to like. Right?
I'm trying to catch up.
Damn.
Yeah, we used to cosplay together at the cons, like every year.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I was one of those cool moms. I would make my son's costumes. We would cosplay together and hit the cons.
Look,
That's dope.
cut the bullshit. Lock the door. Get the gun. Where is the formula to the fountain of youth?
That's the bullshit.
We know you and Lorenz Tate got it, and we want it too.
I have some
This nigga
secrets. I
said
got
Lorenz
some.
Tate.
You know, I can teach you something.
Nah, where's the potion?
I do.
He like, no, where the potion
no,
at?
there's a little bit of witchery.
I know it. I know it.
You know, we're all witches.
They're doing alchemy.
No, we're all witches. You know that.
See?
Well, speaking of women and babies and stuff. You know, Brittany Renner says she is struggling after leaving PJ. But I don't think she is. She's just saying that because she want to get more money out of the child support. She already
Struggling. What is she struggling?
I thought he
That's
gave her
what-
like 200,000.
Oh, I thought it was 100,000, but damn.
Apparently, it's not enough.
I'll take 10.
Obviously.
Man,
I'll
man.
take 10.
Let me get that solid 10. I'm good.
Right? I'm like,
That's it.
All you need is 30 to 34. Buy your first brick, and you gonna be on.
This motherfucker right here still
Here
trying
we
to tell
go.
people how to sell drugs.
Listen, man, you cut it with the baby formula, you gonna be all right.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
This nigga.
What? I saw that
Really?
on a fucking movie, Carlito's Way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you cut it with.
That's one of my favorite movies too.
Yeah, man, taught you how to sell drugs.
It actually
Oh
did.
my God. Bruh.
This motherfucker right here.
Niggas is wild.
Just don't give it to the homeless.
This motherfucker right here. They need to be happy at some point.
Y'all can watch one of the recent episodes for that one. But also, you know, she's educating the football players at Jackson State University, and Deion Sanders flew her out there to teach the football players about the game. But it's like, what the hell she know about the game?
What was she sitting there doing? Like, coach, like, okay, when a girl sucks your dick, you need to run this
Whoa.
play.
Like,
What
run
the
away.
hell?
no, really? She's teaching them?
Or
Like,
s-
what is she teaching?
Like on the video, it was more like teaching them how to watch out for women that's like her, that's like preying on them.
Like she preys on young athletes to get pregnant by him.
So,
And
she's teaching them what not to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, look like
The-
the red flag.
The fuck?
Yeah, I know. It's weird as fuck.
It is weird.
Like for Deion Sanders to fucking fly her out there to do that, he's like, bro, you couldn't teach them that?
Nah,
Seriously.
he needed a pro.
He needed a pro.
Like,
That's like,
nigga.
Espionage.
she got me.
hey,
So-
show them how you got the $4 out of me.
He got the $4. I bought a pastrami sandwich, didn't even know it.
This nigga
Oh, you good?
This food's stupid.
dumb.
Can't know. I don't care how good your defense is. Her offense is on point, man.
Bruh.
She see it. She
Man.
going for it.
Especially if you got her pregnant and getting 200 grand out of your ass. Shit.
It could be that number could be wrong. You know, Google.
But I wonder how
Well,
much
I heard it was 100 grand, but you know.
I did too, but I just Googled something that said too.
It's her lifestyle. You know, you
yeah,
gotta support
true.
the lifestyle.
I wonder how much did Deion Sanders pay her to do this.
Look,
And
teach
fly
these
out
kids
there
about
and
hoes. I got $10,000.
I'm gonna give you a position on the team.
What you gonna run a tight end?
The tight end.
You know, they
Stupid.
probably do need to learn about that. Like, you know, it's probably a good thing that a woman actually is even willing to
Steve Harvey?
expose
This nigga
the
said Steve Harvey.
scandalous intentions of some women.
She's giving up the secrets.
Right.
Like
you
Steve
know.
Harvey. Steve Harvey did the same thing.
Oh,
Think
yes.
like a man.
When he wrote that book, Think Like a Man, oh, he giving up all the tricks. As a woman, what tricks do you think that men don't know when it comes to women like getting over on us?
Oh man.
That's good. That's
Like,
good.
Retire some of your game real quick.
Retire some of your game.
Oh, there are so many manipulations that women can try.
Let me take notes.
Okay. All right. So,
This nigga dumb.
repeat the question again, just so that I can.
So what are some of the tricks and tactics that you think men are unaware of that
Okay,
women
what
do?
they're unaware of. All right.
We got
tricks
the
and
basic
tactics.
stuff, you know.
Right. Okay. Well, there is the she can play victim, you know, sad, you know, depressed. Depression is always like a really
Depression is a manipulation
oh
tactic.
my God, depression.
Bruh.
Yeah, I believe it.
I run
Men
away.
always soften up with depression, and they will pour money on you if you. As soon as they
Not me.
being vulnerable, showing vulnerability is what gets them. That's one. Also, keeping them in doubt.
Explain that one.
Keeping them in doubt, right? Just a little bit, you know?
Down what?
They,
So it's like a cat and mouse game.
it is.
Okay.
It is a
Nah, I
game.
see.
They-
4D chess.
Right.
What?
You know,
4D chess.
so how do you keep them wanting to stay in your life and keep paying for your life? Yes. If they always feel like, gosh, maybe what am I not doing to keep her? If you keep them in the mindset of what am I not doing?
That's a new one.
He's always going to keep trying new ways to keep her.
Oh shit! So it's like keeping it fresh.
Right.
So it's like
Okay.
give them a little taste.
So
and
y'all
then just pull
purposely
back.
act like the stuff that we doing for y'all not working just
There's
so we'll keep
something.
doing
There's
more
some.
stuff.
There's that something you're not doing, and it keeps him trying. Making. Jumping
Making
over
him
that
do
next hoop.
Do new things.
Right, to stay in her life. But that's if she's a bad bitch.
So this only works with bad bitches.
It only works with bad bitches.
That makes more
Oh,
sense.
so
You know what I'm
Thinking
saying?
of
You can't,
scallywags.
I'm sorry, no. An average bitch ain't gonna get away with that.
I don't care what a 6 thinks about me being in her life. Like,
No. But a bad
9 and
bitch.
up?
It
9
has
and
to be a bad bitch.
Okay.
She also has to be, someone that you'd be proud, like you'd want to show off to your friends. She already has her own money. She's, she doesn't really need you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, that's cool with me.
That's
Shit.
a game changer.
That's what's
A
up.
woman that doesn't really need you.
Yeah.
And even if she did, she's not going to make you think she does.
Shit, that's-
That's what bad bitches do. They're going to make you think she doesn't need you.
They out here playing psyops the whole time, bro.
Motherfucker, like you're playing poker.
I know, right?
Big time.
But
Poker
yeah,
faces.
there's a lot. I shouldn't even be giving this shit up, right?
They gonna shoot her when she leave the building. You betrayed the sisterhood.
You
Right.
look a little lost.
Seriously.
Well, in other news, y'all know in Arizona, this police officer shot this dude that was in the wheelchair 9 times.
I saw that video.
Yeah, I saw the video too. It was
okay.
wild.
Was he really disabled?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really.
They kept
disabled.
telling him
He
to
was-
stand up. He was like, I can't stand up.
Did he have a gun?
No,
He didn't have
Nothing.
shit?
he was unarmed.
And he was just wheeling away?
He was trying to.
He was trying to wheel away, but dude shot him up 9 times.
Mm-hmm.
He was literally
And,
disabled.
I had so many questions when I was like, there's got to be. No, this cannot be that cold-blooded. Now, there's something I don't know. But damn.
Yeah. That dude was just a dick. I think he got jail time. I think he's
Oh,
going
yeah.
for life.
No,
He got
has
fired
to,
and
he has to
everything.
be.
Question.
No, he murdered. That was flat out. That was
Question.
the execution.
Hell yeah.
I think I may already know the answer to these questions. But I'm
Bruh.
gonna ask anyway.
Here we go.
What color was the officer?
White.
All right. Pretty on the nose. All right. Now what color was the man in the wheelchair?
He wasn't black.
I don't know what he was.
He wasn't?
No,
Okay, now that's a shocker.
No, actually, I don't know what he was.
The
Now,
wheelchair was black.
I think he was white.
what?
I don't think.
I wasn't
'cause
sure
I
if
didn't
he
hear
was-
none about. I didn't hear none about being black or
Because I could
Latino.
see if he was black. Like, come on, I know you can jump. Get up.
Well, pull up your phone and look right now. See if we
This
find
fool
out.
is stupid.
Because, like, he was in a wheelchair or just in a chair?
Because we only saw
He was
his
in a
back.
wheelchair. He was disabled.
So he was like, stand up. Like, sorry,
Either
I'm in
way,
a wheelchair.
regardless of race, it was wrong all over the place. It was just wrong.
Absolutely. But we just so used to these white officers killing black people and just getting off. But, like, when you
Yeah. This guy was just wanted to use his gun.
Yeah, you wanted to kill somebody. I can't see him. Stand up. Like, I'm in a wheelchair.
You just
officer.
wanted to shoot something.
You shot him 9 times?
You
White,
wanted to,
yeah.
you wanted to
I
shoot
did-
something.
yeah,
That's it.
9 times.
Now, was he fired or was he charged?
No,
Well,
he's fired and
see-
he's in jail.
So he's obviously charged.
He's charged and fired.
I got to hear more to it because the teachers union and the police union are, like, I think one of the strongest unions in the nation. And he could be in jail today and then get off on a technicality and then be at another precinct in a month. Because that's what they do. They kill people.
They
and
do
then-
that.
So it's like,
He ain't going nowhere. He murdered this guy in Cobley. He executed a man in a wheelchair. Come on.
fam, there was a police officer in Texas that gunned down a pregnant lady as she screamed, "Please, I'm pregnant," and he got off. But she was black. So
Yeah, multiple murders.
if he killed the white guy, he might be actually going to jail. They tend to get.
That's what I'm saying.
justice.
That's why I think the dude was white.
Yeah.
Because he was
His name
literally
is,
in jail.
His
Did
name
they-
is Mr. Richards.
Was there any word about the altercation or what went down
I think I know what
prior
happened.
to that?
I think this he knew this wheelchair dude. This dude had been fucking his wife for weeks. He been following him.
You just making shit up.
Just think it makes sense, bro. His legs don't work, but his dick do.
Oh my god. They look like he's like a napkin in the wind.
Yeah.
That's such a Sable thing to say.
Why else would he show them? It was clearly personal.
Oh
It was
my
clearly
God,
personal.
This
This fool is stupid.
There he goes. Where I teach you to fuck my wife.
and shoot him 9 times, bro. You know what?
A shot for every inch.
The saddest person in this situation was his wife. When she got the news he came home, she was just crying.
She gonna never get it again.
She gotta find another guy. I don't know. That just sounds ridiculous to me. It has to be something else to it. Like, remember when old girl burst into that guy's house and she told him she thought it was her house and she shot him and he was sitting on the couch eating ice cream?
Right.
And that was really her ex-boyfriend.
And they found out that they had like a relationship or something like that. I think this is another one. Something like this. He knows this guy from somewhere.
Yeah, most likely.
So weird. Damn, like.
Well, in other news, y'all know NBA YoungBoy said he likes wearing makeup, like wearing lipstick.
I saw
all that shit.
Yeah, I saw the fucking video.
I
that
just
shit was
feel
creepy.
like
This is like, bruh, come on now.
You know what? I mean, people right now, as our culture is changing and it's makeup and is so accepted,
Yep.
you know, the whole gender neutral movement.
Dudes are getting weeds
I
now.
think that it's opened the door, and those guys who have secretly wished they could wear the sparkly dress and wear the makeup are actually saying, fuck it, I want to wear it. Whether they're gay or not, whether they're like, or even they're bi, all the guys that kind of secretly, when nobody's looking, put that shit on and be like, shit, I'm kind of fine.
I mean,
like they are doing it out in the open now. They say like, fuck it.
can we be honest though? It been gender neutral stuff. I saw a meme that made sense. It's like we talk all this shit about people being like non-binary and gender neutral, but when you look at people like Prince and Michael Jackson and like the glamour rock stars, I loved Marilyn Manson. This nigga went and got titties for a couple years.
Yeah.
Right.
He's wearing makeup. Like,
You got titties?
Yeah.
for a minute he had titties and he got his ribs removed so he could suck his own dick. Like all type of crazy.
My God.
Y'all laughing, but he really did that.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
All
Yeah,
type
he
of
really
crazy.
did.
I have a question. I
saved a lot of money.
truly believe every boy,
He said he saved a lot
almost
of money.
every boy,
Yes.
before they were 6 years old,
Yes.
dressed up as a girl.
No.
No.
Like, no, every boy, like, if you have sisters or a mother, somebody fixed your hair like a girl and put a little, dressed you up and said, oh, he's so cute. And you stood in the mirror and you thought, damn, I do.
You know what's
I'm
crazy?
feeling myself.
Bruh.
No,
I was a thug.
no.
Thank you.
I think every boy went through that and they just like,
Not me.
because dad doesn't approve.
No,
They're not- I'm
no. My life is a whole different
Hey, look,
from that.
You know
Oh,
what? You know what I
shit.
said yes to? I thought she was about to say, I think every boy tried to suck his own dick. I was like, of course we have.
Oh my God.
I thought this was going that route too at first.
Well, I mean, hey, that would have been another funny story from Sabo. We already have the apple pie.
You
so.
know it's impossible. You have to remove
impossible.
your ribs or be really good at yoga.
Oh, God.
Well,
You ain't never thought about it?
Bruh.
Thought about sucking my own dick.
Like, what if you just to see, not to please yourself,
Well,
but just to see if you
I
could.
mean, I think, don't they have
No.
little gadgets that can do that for you?
Y'all niggas be lying. Oh, my God. Anyway,
Nigga, I'm not lying about fucking trying to. No, I'm not.
you didn't
no.
fuck the pie. You didn't try to suck your own. I didn't say you got close, but you didn't make the effort just to see how far you could get.
Oh my God, you are sick, Sable.
I'm sick. These niggas is lying.
I didn't even say nothing.
Bruh.
I didn't even say nothing.
Well, in other
Y'all
words,
trying to stay face. Ugh.
well, in
I'm gonna have
talking
to
about
cut your brain open and examine it.
talking about being sick. Get this. This chick married her biological mom, and people are super confused on how and why.
She married her
So
mother?
pretty much, this daughter married her own mother.
Was it
And they're-
for like
and-
money or something?
People are confused on how and why. They don't know. They just
Well,
She was so happy about it. That's the weird part. It was like a video.
was it like a romantic thing, or did she marry her mother because of money or like inheritance type shit?
I mean, if it's inheritance, she should be getting.
That's
no matter
what I'm saying.
Right?
That's a dope ass movie. Like, I've got to marry my mom to get this money.
Who will be the star in that movie? Who's the mama? Who's the daughter?
I don't even know you can marry your
What was
parents.
old girl? I'm having a brain
Man.
fart right
Can
now.
you even marry your parents? You
Yeah,
can't
you
marry
can.
your
In some states, what was
You
old girl
can?
from the Cruella movie? What's her name?
Cruella de Vil,
Yeah, what's that actor's name?
the actor.
Ooh.
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Emma Stone, yeah.
Emma Stone. Who's the mom?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Too old.
Ah.
I'm gonna go with Uma Thurman.
Mm,
I watched that
Uma
movie. I
Thurman.
watched that movie.
really?
There's a lesbian scene coming. Clearly.
I want to see her
Really?
kill shit.
I didn't watch the
Oh,
movie
right.
with.
No, this is a
Emma
hypothetical
Stone.
movie. Like
Oh.
the situation is so crazy. Like it just seemed
I
like it should be a movie.
would say Glenn Close, the original Cruella.
Yeah, yeah, that. But she's kind of too old now too.
Yeah.
You want it to be hot.
I would say Jada Pinkett Smith and her daughter.
So
That's
it's
the
in-
closest that's ever gonna get.
That movie would be weird as hell. You think Will be in it, like a cameo?
No, he wouldn't be in it.
Why the fuck would he be the cameraman?
just a cameo, bro. He be a nigga like in the window watching.
What the hell?
So you're trying to put two hot, like a
I mean,
mom and
I know
daughter?
it's weird, but if I have to watch it, can they at least be attractive? Because, like, what is the mindset behind that? Like, and I'm telling you, I respect the villain, bro. So this one was probably a closeted lesbian her whole life. And she was like, these bitches just bother me. I'm going to just grow my own bitch. And just raised her daughter to be her perfect girlfriend. And she married her.
Wow.
I'm not even joining this conversation on that.
That shit is
That's
wild
just
as
too
fuck.
nasty. That's too damn nasty because I'm a mother and
That's
there's
wild.
no.
This
damn
is the
way-
future.
Yeah.
You wanted to have kids, though. She wanted a wife. See, it's a difference.
Bruh.
But you don't build a wife.
But in the future, you can.
She literally built a wife.
Literally did.
Look, we talked about this a few episodes ago with the other sick bastard. He grew his own wife.
Well,
Same
why
way.
not just go buy one overseas?
Nah, bro, you gotta mold it. They'll be
Oh
all
my
foreign and
God.
shit.
So like, do you get like the satisfaction from like growing it up? And,
I
like,
wouldn't know, but let's delve into the mind of a psychotic for a second. You probably do. Oh yeah, she's gonna be perfect. Make sure.
Well, what if forget about the mind of the child? Like, where is their mind at?
Hey, them kids is ruined.
Them kids
This is
is ruined.
Ruined. You have because
Ruined.
I don't care what nobody say. You're grown.
You would have had this parent would have had to have
They've been grooming her the whole-
molested this
Yes.
child from day one
'Cause
to
wha-
make them feel like there's no one else for them.
Because why are you even sexually attracted to your mom? Like, what happened there?
That part.
You know, what happens in the house stays in the house.
What type of sexual experiences was she doing to you to where you even thought of your mother as a sexual object to want a relationship, let alone be married to her?
That part.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Nasty asses.
Then again, nobody cooks like mom, so
Bruh.
I don't give a fuck
Fuck.
how good that cooking is.
You don't. Nobody wants to be around their mom that much. Nobody.
I'm a
Unless they fucking.
exactly, but her mama pussy must be fire. She don't even got a dick and she still want it.
Oh my God.
Or is she getting a dick? Is that next?
You okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Stop it right now.
All right, I'm going too far.
All right.
Well, in other news,
Over getting add-ons and shit.
bruh. In other news, Long Beach Griffy says he's done with black women and that white love is where it's at. And this nigga, and I've seen the pictures too. This nigga's like literally like shaming black girls. Like, yeah, I got me a white girl, better than any other black girl I've dated. Blah blah. He over here kissing his girlfriend, all this other bullshit.
Is
I'm
they-
just
so
like,
he's a rapper. What is he?
He's a comedian. Now,
Comedian.
is this a joke? Is he being like edgy? Or
no,
does he
he's
really
being
mean-
dead serious.
No, look, he was. Some people think he's trolling, but
I do. I
when-
personally think he's trolling.
I would think. I was thinking that at the
He
beginning.
was just in love with old girl he had the baby with during COVID.
That part.
He had a baby.
Yeah, he had a COVID baby.
He ain't see it get born. You can't be in there when the baby's born.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have you outside.
It's okay. He's entitled to what he wants. you
Oh,
know?
of course, yeah.
As a
Like-
black woman, how that make you feel when you hear this type of thing? Because we hear it commonly.
Well, there's plenty of I would just say there's plenty of white guys that want chocolate, and there's plenty of it. You know, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You got chocolate women and white guys and chocolate men and. You know what I mean? White women. So it's just, I think it's all for the taking, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't even give a shit anymore.
Well, she wouldn't know because she's been a vampire for like 80 years. So things was different back when she was just
Right?
But I've talked about this on a previous episode where my homie is like found the love of his life in a white girl. He was like, I've never found love like this from a black woman. So what is it you think that's going on where men are not perceiving black women as functioning love partners, but they're finding it in outside their race, particularly in white women?
Wait. You just said a whole bunch of shit.
So my friend, like I known this dude since we was in like the 6th grade, and I'd known almost every girl he done been with. We went to middle school, high school, even El Camino for a little bit, and I done seen almost all his serious relationships growing up. And he met this white girl and was proposed to her in 6 months. They're married now. They got a baby on the way and everything. He was like, yeah, she's the love of my life. I've never felt love like this. Like, oh, I never had this with a black girl. And it's like, dang, I was like trying to get into his head because I was confused. Like, just because she white don't mean she love you more. But he was like breaking down like the way that a white woman even though this is like the only white girl you done dated, so calm down, bro.
Right, right.
Like, he was saying like the way that she talks to him, like every black girl he ever had, like didn't respect him as a man. And I'm like, okay, well, was you being a man? Like, even I know him, he's always had like his head on his right shoulders. He's always had a job, car, place, all this other stuff. So I don't know. Like, he just said like he didn't feel like he was treated like a man when dating a black woman. But when he got this one white girl, she just blew his mind.
Here's I understand, I get it, but keep in mind, white women grew up with a very different childhood than black women. All right, black women they don't get that kind of love, and so when you grow up without love, with love absent, and you're not receiving that type of love, you don't think you deserve it, and so you don't even know how to receive it. Okay, and
You
so
get
they
defensive.
actually need more love and more patience because they have never known it.
It's like that wall
Okay.
has been built up.
So when you're born obviously in a privileged life, it's been poured on you. So you're going to be softer, you're going to be more what do you call it?
Passive aggressive.
No. She's just going to be submissive. Okay. So you're gonna have white women tend to be more submissive and gentle and soft because they were raised in that sort of environment as a baby when they were children. Submissive parents who are gentle. Nobody's yelling at you. Nobody's screaming at you. There's no poverty. There's no hardship. No stress. So there's no fighting. So if you grow up in a home where both parents had to work very hard, or maybe there's an absent parent, or there's abuse going on in the home, what kind of child do you think what kind of product is gonna happen from that environment?
A motherfucking beast.
There
Right.
you go.
That's how I
So
turned out.
you're, yes, granted, there are black women who grew up in homes that were loving,
Yeah.
okay, and who are happy and are going to receive love because they've been loved. There are some, but if you're speaking of like just someone from the ghetto or, who's had that kind of a life, she needs you to be patient and have more time and just, understand that, you have to understand that when you go into it. And I'm telling you, when two black people are in love, it is insane. It is just fucking, it's retarded. It's insane. Like I'm talking like the depth of it, the fact that they can relate on so many levels.
Yeah.
Now I'm telling you, I've been in many different relationships. I've tried all the flavors.
Throughout the centuries, okay.
Okay. And I do connect on a deeper level with a black man. The connection is way deeper. It's more intimate. There have been too many occasions where I've gone, like, say if I go out on a date and with someone who's white and I'm introduced to his friends or family, I guarantee you somebody is going to say something insensitive and stupid. And it's always weird and awkward. Who wants to experience that? Don't you hate it when you're in a group of white people and one of them makes the comment, "Oh, you're very smart."
You're one of the good ones.
Or it's like always somebody says something so like
with me in the writer's room, it's always this one, like, "Wow, you're very well spoken. Which one of your parents is white?"
right, or they'll say, "Well, I mean, you clearly
But
look
still,
half."
like that you led with it being based on my intelligence or the way I speak. That's some bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, I got that a lot. And, one time I actually was sarcastic. And when someone said that, "You're very smart," and I just said, "You're very smart too."
And it's crazy because when you snap back at them like that, they look at you like you said
Like,
something.
"Wow,
fucked
you're
up.
very
Right.
smart too." You have to come back just
And it's like,
because-
"Oh, what I said was rude."
because all of a sudden they feel stupid for saying that. It's like, yeah, that was a dumb thing to say. You should just shut the fuck up and just sit your ass down.
There you go.
Like
To play devil's advocate, though, with the whole woman thing, you gave a very detailed description on why women find it hard to show love or accept love in modern day society. But how come that isn't the case for black men? We appear to be able to receive and give love to women outside of our race. A lot of the problems tend to come from when it's within our race. When we're in a relationship with a black woman, we seem to not be able to function properly.
Well, like I said, it's from the childhood. It starts in childhood. What they saw when they were babies. Remember, slavery and corporal punishment has been going on for years. And what do black parents do to their kids? Beat the shit out of them. They beat them. They talk to them really awful. They threaten them in public. They're, there's absolutely zero respect between the parent to the child. When the parent is not respecting the child and just, I always say, if you want respect, you have to treat someone with respect. Even if it's a baby. Even if it's a baby, respect who they are. Treat them kindly. Be gentle. There is a nicer way. But when it's kind of like it's generational. So if it's generations and generations and generations of abuse. So when this young boy has been abused by his black mother, he doesn't know gentle, loving love. He doesn't know what that is. He sees, this kind of woman yells and screams at me and hits me, yanks me by my arm, tells me to sit my ass down, slaps me upside the head. That's what this woman with this brown face does. So he's gonna look at every woman as this type of woman. He's like, I don't even want that type of woman touching my kids because that's how she treated me, right?
So it's like a pre-existing thought of a toxic.
And remember, like when you had white teachers and your white teachers talked to you nice, they talk to you soft, they seem to have a passive demeanor, all of a sudden you're thinking, you are already brainwashed and your mind has already been programmed to believe white is gentle and good, black is bad. So that is your programming. That is why you're always going to, even if you were a little kid right now and someone showed you the white doll and the black doll, you're going to say, this one's good and that one's bad. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. And it's only because of the brainwashing. And also it's the upbringing and the upbringing caused that. So, somebody has to break the cycle.
Yeah.
Somebody has to break the pattern. So when you do, how do you break the pattern? Start being gentle and loving to your babies. Black people need to be gentle and loving to their black babies. And you're going to have gentle, loving children and generation. And then guess what? You're going to start relearning how to love your own people.
Yeah.
That was a very great answer.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Hell yeah.
Well,
I ain't get that much love in my life.
Man, well, speaking of interracial relationships, Jake Paul is getting a rematch fighting Tyron Woodley and saying that Tommy Fury is a bitch. Probably most likely he don't want to fight him and waste his time, but it's money. It's gonna be
They say he was sick.
As a fighter,
Yeah,
I got
he's
a lot to say about that. One, he would have made more money he's ever made in his career in this fight. So I don't think he's a bitch. I think he legitimately is sick. And I think he might be trying to sell a secondary fight by coming out and calling him a bitch and a pussy and all this other stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not gonna miss the bag just because I want to miss the bag. Like, no, like I legitimately just would have fight him just for the money. Tyron Woodley, I think that was fixed.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm glad he's getting his money, whatever. I don't even care. These are circus matches. They're entertaining.
Yeah.
But I think because they had a boxing match the first time, right? So this is going to be MMA, correct?
I think he'll be boxing.
It's boxing again.
Yeah, I think it's boxing again. But they said that Tyron Woodley actually been with actual boxing trainer for the past couple months.
The only thing I could say that Tyron did wrong was he had MMA footwork and not boxing footwork.
Yeah. So I think he just mainly trained on
and
punches.
He still was smashing.
Yeah.
Still was smashing.
Because he still got his reflexes. That's what saved him a lot.
I think he had his footwork needed to be a little bit better. His footwork looked like he was not ready to step in and step out, but it was more built to like dodge and deliver kicks, which is what it's supposed to be for MMA.
Yeah.
That's the trouble I had when I went from boxing and started to learn Muay Thai. My leg would be too far out because I'm ready to pivot, but I'm gonna get my legs took from under me.
See, that's the worst part. It's muscle memory. So you do
Yeah.
it without even knowing you're doing it.
My boxing coach told me, they were like, man, like the worst thing about training you is you're going to have a harder time than people who have never done any martial arts because you don't got to learn, you got to unlearn, then you got to learn. I was like,
Damn.
I really felt it. Like, I'm watching these little kids do these doubles and triple kicks, and it's like, I can't do it because I have tight hips because everything in me is telling me to be ready to turn and pivot. So it's when I step my leg up, I feel like completely, like, I feel naked. Every time I lift my leg off the ground, I feel naked.
Damn.
So uncomfortable.
I know that feeling. Trust me.
That's crazy.
It's like a boxer being on the floor.
Yeah. I feel
Oh,
like-
You're gonna
no.
panic
Well,
immediately.
I did judo, so I got a little groundwork. So jujitsu, I loved it more than the Muay Thai, only because like it was very close together. But the Muay Thai was like very different.
How far did you get with it?
I got an injury, plus I got sick from when I got my shot, so I was only in it like a couple months. But I'm gonna go back once I get cleared.
How you liked it? You had,
I love fighting. I love martial arts, so I'm definitely gonna go back. I just haven't went back to the doctor to get cleared first. That's all I got because I had a heart inflammation.
oh shit.
Shit.
God damn.
Heart inflammation from the shot?
Yes,
Damn.
that bullshit ass booster, bro.
Was it Johnson and Johnson?
Yeah.
You know
See?
that people have been getting blood clots from that shit.
Bullshitting.
So
nigga.
this is what pissed me off about that. I'm pro-vaccination to an extent. I'm pro
Okay.
a vaccination that works.
Well, there's a difference. There's immunization, which actually immunizes you. What the fuck does the vaccination do?
Right. So that's
Okay.
what I was going to get into. So
Like, because I'm immunized
right.
from all of the general diseases. I'm immunized, okay? I'm all for immunizations. What the fuck does a vaccination do if it doesn't fucking work?
Right. So and that's what my doctor said. So when you watch news, only 1 or 2% of people have complications with vaccinations. My actual doctor, who's not being paid and not on the news, he was like, no. Looking at my patients, it's actually more like 13%.
Okay, you guys just know this. It's too new. If you take any foreign substance right now that's been pushed out, you are the trials.
That's what I'm saying.
Why are you signing up to be the fucking trial?
Like I did it because I had to for my job. Like I'm on set, like working with actors and stage crew. Like I had to do it, so I got it. But at the time, the news was like, only 1 or 2% of people. But then I immediately like, they say you're supposed to feel like bad for like 3 days. Or something like that.
some bullshit.
Bro, I was feeling like shit for like.
There's
a month.
always a way.
The fuck?
I had light COVID symptoms for like a month. I'm like, do I really have COVID? And they're like, no. And then like when I went to the doctor to get me checked out, they were like, oh, your breathing's off. And they like told me I had like something's wrong with my lungs. I had heart inflammation. Like all
Damn.
type of.
Are you
swelling.
on blood thinners right now?
No.
Good.
I didn't take any of the medicine because the doctor was like, you're young, you're gonna be okay. It's like you need to start exercising, working out to get your heart back.
Oh, shit.
Do you know how fucking serious that shit is? Heart issues?
It scared me when he
Man.
said it, but after my
Bruh.
checkups, I've been like making progress. So all right, man, I'm doing cool. But like that's what pissed me off. So now when I see people like anti-vaxxers are so stupid, like no,
Have you had the D-dimer test?
no. Sorry.
Get that.
What is that?
D-dimer tests tests if you are clotting on the microscopic level.
Oh wait, I'm probably just unfamiliar with the term. I think he did test me.
Blood clots.
Yeah.
Get tested regular to see what that, because blood clots cause aneurysms, strokes,
He
heart attacks.
he told me I didn't have any clots, but I had an irregular heartbeat, which is just as bad.
Well, that's just any kind of heart shit. Just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Stay on top of it. That's so,
I was on it.
don't fuck around. Like, don't run and start taking shit just because somebody told you to.
I would have been out of a job if I didn't get that shit. But that's what I don't like.
Okay,
So-
all right. So there's always a job, but there's not always a you. You get it?
Here's the thing. Of course, when you say that, it's like, oh, don't get it. But there was so much false information about the vaccine that it seemed like not a big deal. But had the news been like, yeah, 13% of people have mild to severe complications, the people wouldn't have stand for making you force me to get it.
That's a pretty big percentage.
But because they were like, oh, it's about less than 1%, and some places 2%, people didn't care. And they were like, oh, yeah, force everyone to get it. But it's like, no, like these corporations bought our news and they bought these fake doctors, get here and tell you anything because it's about money. Like the government don't want us healthy. Well, they don't want us sick, but they don't care about us being healthy.
Well, let me tell you something. Pharmaceutical industry, do you really think they're going to make money if you're well?
That's what I'm saying. It's like these same people,
Mm-hmm.
they want us to have the vaccine because they want us out working. Like, then how come diabetes medicine is not free? How come cancer
you.
chemo is not free? AIDS
real.
medicine is not free. Like, all these other medicines with these chronic conditions are not free. But all of a sudden, this new medicine that y'all got paid billions of dollars to produce, it was a business pitch.
I have some opinions, but I can't voice them.
They're talking about them vaccinations like Popeye biscuits.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll have to talk to you at another time.
It's for sure a mandate. Like, the government wrote a blank check to these companies to make these vaccines. Of course, they're gonna say it worked, even if it half-ass worked. They're gonna say it worked enough.
Yeah.
It worked enough to say that it worked.
works enough.
So of course they're gonna do that. And they got us up at pumping and stuff. And this. I'm not anti-vax, but after my experience, I don't want to hear no bullshit from nobody. After my experience, I can honestly say I'm not pro-vax anymore.
How do we know for certain? It hasn't been out long enough for us to know any real facts.
And that's the thing. People are like,
oh,
well, they ran all the tests. Like, ran
Well,
all of
how-
what tests?
how
Is that
do
what
you
they
know?
told you? Was you there?
we're not getting any numbers here. We're not getting any real solid. Okay, and no one's talking about how come the doctors aren't urging people to have a healthier lifestyle. What happened to that?
No, they just want you to.
They
pay
want
them-
you to
pay
run
them
and
his
get
money
shots.
and get this shot in this pill.
So what happened is, how about exercise and eat your vegetables and boost your immunity through supplements and a healthy lifestyle?
They can't make no
They're
money
not
off
Yeah,
that.
they won't be seeing you no more.
Well,
That part.
so, but they want you to start getting shot up with all this different shit. So what I'm saying is,
Come on back.
and they want you to believe there's no such thing as natural immunity, which that is just not true. There is such a thing as natural immunity, and you can be naturally immune if you can keep your immune super strong if you are strong and healthy. Okay, you're not going to have a strong immunity if you drink a liter of Coke every day.
Right.
All right,
Like,
or if you smoke.
and I'm gonna just come out and say, man, I was fucked up for like 3 months, low key. Like, I wasn't fucked up, but I didn't feel like me for like 3 months. So I'm not doing the booster. I'd
Yeah,
rather
I'm not
wear a
doing the
mask
booster.
and social distance. till this is over.
Absolutely, that's
I'll wear them. I'm not one of the people. It's not a real virus. No, it's a real virus. It's killing people. I already told y'all my situation and what was going on with me.
It can, it pushes people off the cliff who've already put themselves to the edge of the cliff.
I think in some cases, some of these strains might even be more serious than that. But I'm not finna run and go get no more vaccinations. I'm personally not. I'm just got that one shot. I'm gonna wear my mask and social distance when I go in the store. That's
Right.
it. I'd rather do that than go through that again because y'all lied to me
And,
the first
how
time. Now I
about
don't trust y'all.
just test? Get tested regularly. Why can't people healthy people get tested every couple weeks? Get tested.
I get tested every 2 to 3 days.
So if you get tested, then you're good.
That's what I'm with, man. I'm not doing it no more.
Yeah.
And
Don't
the
blame
job
me.
should keep you on. If you get tested every time, like say if you get tested weekly and you don't have any symptoms whatsoever, you're not coughing in anybody's face, you're not going to spread it. If you're wearing a mask at work, you're not going to spread it. If you get tested weekly, wear your mask, you're not going to spread anything and you're not going to catch anything. So that to me would be fair for an employer to allow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. And I'm all for it. Look, I'll respect the rules there. I'll wear the mask and I'll get tested. But don't force me to get an experiment put into me
That's what I'm saying.
before we know for certain. Like when I plan, I think any kind of vaccine or immunization, I'm not even saying any kind of immunization needs at least 5 years of testing.
5 to 10
Yes, this one didn't have that kind of
months.
time.
Barely,
So
barely a year.
no, it
That
it
part.
didn't have any time. We are the trials. Do you understand
They
that?
supposedly did like a trial run, but it's like that's not how science works.
No, we are the experiment right now, and they're finding out what it does right now.
Right.
The world is the guinea
This
pig.
is my problem right here too. I don't like when people are like, well, they said this, they said that. I'm like, when has a corporation ever told the truth about a faulty product when they didn't have to? Ever in the history?
Makes sense.
They don't. They're not going to tell you that.
You gonna tell the world government who just gave you billions of dollars to produce this vaccine that it doesn't work properly?
And here's another question: do you think that scientists sometimes make mistakes?
I think they make mistakes all the time. That's part of science.
Well, why is it that the pro-vaxxers somehow think the science is always right? Okay, the science isn't always right. All of a sudden, when it comes to this vaccine, the science is always right. Dude, how do you fucking know?
They're just repeating what they hear on CNN and other news.
That part.
The science is not always right. And, have some discernment here.
Like, don't get it twisted. I think about 90% of the people gonna get their vaccine, feel a little off for a day or two, and gonna be perfectly fine. Good.
That's the nice optimistic thought.
Good for them. But for the 10% of the random people who gonna have complications like me, I shouldn't be forced to take no other boosters because y'all lied to me the first time.
Right.
No, I agree.
Now, what they're treating this like it's a one size fits all.
Yeah, and it's not.
It's everybody's body is different and it's going to respond differently. So it would be fair to test the individual to see if they can receive this virus, like draw the blood, see if they have the right blood type and to receive this type of vaccine before you put it in the body. But they're not doing that. They're treating it like it's a one size fits all. And that's the scary part. They're not testing you first. They need to test everyone
Well,
first.
they don't even know what to test for.
That part.
No. Then if that's the case, then what the
They don't know what genetic parameters will cause you to have like allergic
the
reactions.
first thing
to
they
the
need to do is test to see if the blood clots. Like draw your blood out, see what it does when it coagulates. See if the blood clots in a petri dish before they put that shit in your body.
Nah, see, it wouldn't even work like that. The way that my doctor explained it to me is like it's some type of new type of medicine where it creates a receiver or something for the virus in your body or something like that, so that your body starts creating like cells against it,
like antibodies.
like
Antibodies.
Well, no, they could. What they could do
without
is
even having a virus.
do a blood transfusion from you into a rat, and then test it on the rat.
I don't know. That sounds like some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You
Put
know what
my
I'm
blood in the rat
saying?
and then put the medicine in the
Right.
Well, no, that wouldn't work either because he was talking about it's all types of crazy symptoms. Like it's people that like they have like seizures. Like
I've heard about that.
didn't some lady go blind?
Some shit like that.
Like it's all type of random stuff. They don't know what
The
it is.
seizures are from brain swelling and blood clotting in the brain.
I don't know, man. 'Cause
That's from that again. That's all that has to do with circulation. Okay, so when you're talking about like when the blood clots and the blood can't move, and if it's in the head, what are you gonna have? You're gonna have a seizure.
So the thing with me is this: I'm not discounting anything you say, but I know a dude with like 20 plus years of medical experience. He was there with two other doctors. I'm like, man, honestly, we don't know what's causing this. Don't let nobody lie to you and tell you they do. That's even scarier than what you saying. Because if it was just inflammation, they could give you here's the inflammation medicine, and then here's the shot just in case. Like, they would give you both to him. But he was like, man, we're seeing people that are having seizures and they don't have any inflammation. We don't know what's causing it. So that's the most dangerous question, the question mark, because they don't know.
Pretty much, yeah.
So they don't know what's causing it, but they
In
do.
some
But
cases-
they do know that it didn't happen before the shot.
Right. That's what.
Well, then, you just answered your own question.
No,
God damn
he
it!
sat me down and told me like it's clearly the vaccination that's doing this, but we don't know what in the vaccination is causing this, and we don't know what genetic parameters you can
Well,
already
if
have.
they don't
that
know,
will
they
cause-
shouldn't be giving it to people.
That's what I'm saying.
You need to hold that thing back. They need to hold that back and do more trials on the rats.
But it's a double-edged sword because now no vaccination would have meant more people getting sick and dying of COVID. And you could say what you want about the vaccination being shit. COVID is down, but it's these other fucking variants that keep
The
popping
only
up.
thing the
That
vaccination
bullshit.
offers is some hope, psychological hope.
True.
That's all it's doing is making you feel better psychologically. You don't know what the hell it's doing to your body really once you get it. It's just making you feel like you did something.
We'll know in 10 years. Now, I'm going to be pissed if people that got the booster start getting superpowers. I shouldn't have fucking listened to Mia. She was already a fucking vampire anyway.
Well, I have a remedy. I can help. I can keep you from getting COVID. You do.
What's the cure for COVID?
Come with me and you will live. I'm just saying.
She gonna
Take
take me to a secret underground
Come
call.
with me if you want to live.
Turn you into a vampire like we're immune to
that's all
COVID.
I know, right?
Yes.
Robes and hoods. What the hell?
Fuck.
Wesley Snipes show up like, what's up?
I'm like, oh shit.
No.
Then that music plays that techno song.
Trust me, I'm the Sarah Connor of survival. Okay.
Shit.
We'll see.
Man.
Oh, Mr. Hope, we got a question of the day.
Question
Okay.
of the day. Oh my goodness. I don't think we got a question of the day.
You sure we ain't got a question of the day, good sir? I thought we had a question
I'm
of the
trying
day.
to think. I saw a video where they said that in relationships that men, when they have a lot of money, that they can't really support the woman as far as emotionally. They use money as object to pretty much.
Is that the
dampen
one I
them.
was tagged in?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
more to it than that.
Yeah, it was a lot more to it, but
It was essentially this dude was like explaining like, oh, most women just use us for money, and then she was saying like, yeah, the same way most dudes use women just for sex.
Mhm.
We don't, y'all emotionally unintelligent, y'all cheat all the time.
Mhm.
It's like all y'all really have is like money. Like, and I was like, damn.
They all they want to look. They're in it to treat women like hoes, and women are acting like hoes. So
That's essentially what she said. I can't even be mad. Like as much negative shit she was saying about dudes, she wasn't mad. Like most of my homies, man, you know, I hate to say it, but y'all are emotionally unintelligent. Like they tell me, like, you know, dudes, we pillow talk and gossip with relationships too, just like women. So a lot of times, dudes be like, yeah, I told her this, and she tripping about this, and in my head, I'm like, she not tripping. You was burnt the fuck out. Like, men, we do this game where we play dumb, and women be so tired of us playing dumb. Like, what it is this: we know we wrong, and we've already predicted the end of this conversation, right? So when we having a conversation with women, we stall as long as we can, because we know when we finally get to the end of this conversation, if we got any sense at all, she right and we in the wrong. So y'all go on this long tangent. I just think it's funny how you da-da-da-da, and after I already told you this, and you tell me you don't like when I do this, but when it's on you, you always do this, da-da-da-da. That's crazy.
I'm not
No,
gonna lie.
no,
I
look,
do
no,
that.
look, we do that.
I do that.
We start it. We like, shit, she
That's
right.
wild.
Look, that's why. Look, a whole, she didn't talk 15 minutes.
What?
Well, how long you been feeling like this? Like, whatever we can say to keep it stretching. Whatever.
For real.
I'll tell
What do
you
you
this,
mean?
If you want to end, if you really want to end a discussion, and if you don't want to be on the hot seat, the easiest thing for you to do is just validate her feelings.
Nah, because that means she right, and y'all can't be right.
No, it's oh, come on. Listen.
I didn't make these rules.
Come on.
That part.
Listen, it's not about a right or wrong.
Yeah, but
If
it
she
is.
can validate your feelings, but you got to validate hers.
That's not true.
Like, look at you could say you can have a comeback and you say, well, I did this because, and she's gonna say, I didn't like it when, or I don't like when you do this or that, and you be like, oh, really? Okay, my bad. I'll be better. But it's like it's kind of a both ways. Like you've just validated her feelings by listening, hearing the complaint, and saying, okay, this is finding the solution. Hear the complaint, make the solution.
That's so cap, bro. Because every time
Why?
let me get into it. Every time we validate y'all emotions, it come with like this thing of superiority. Like, oh, remember last time I was trying to explain? That's just like this other time I was trying to explain something to you,
oh my
and you didn't
God.
listen. It's like it be wrong to a woman more than twice. You always wrong. You never know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Well, that's different. Okay, now
But that's what y'all do.
Okay, well,
Bruh.
So that's why we stall y'all.
If a
Like, damn, I
woman-
can't
if-
tell her I'm wrong. I gotta,
well,
what you mean?
if she's actually roasting you or berating you or telling you that you're a piece of shit or that you're bad for this or that, like it depends on how the conversation goes, really. But if she's bitching at you, there's a difference. There's a bitching, and then there's someone making a civil complaint. If she makes a civil complaint, you're gonna have to stay civil. But if she's just bitching at you and making all these finger points and accusing you of blah blah blah, well then
That's what y'all love to
all
do.
you can do is just like, let's talk later.
Y'all come home from
all
a
you
long
can
day at
say
work and beat the
is-
shit out of us mentally.
No,
Man.
just
Mentally.
really just say, well, let's talk later when you calm down. That's it. All you can say. We'll talk later when you calm down.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Well, no relationship is gonna be the best.
No.
At the end of the day, it's all about compromise when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
Some people are not willing to compromise, but that is a trait that needs to be learned in a lot of relationships.
I think a lot of couples just need a referee.
Yeah.
Right?
That's why the parents be the referee low key, unless the parents are ratchet. That's
Right.
the only thing. But overall, thank y'all for tuning in to episode 18. We had our special guest Mia here. Very thankful. happy about that. Then we got our brother Sable here.
Ah, yeah, man.
That was fun. It
this-
was.
this
I
was
love
fun.
this conversation. It was great.
I think it was dope. This is a good episode, guys.
Hell yeah, super informational. That's what I liked about it.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty dope. We don't have too many like episodes like that where it's super informational.
Yeah, we went deep.
So, yeah,
We did.
super.
Let's
That's
give
what
a
she said.
major shout out to
Podcast
Podcast Center
Center.
LA.
Mm-hmm.
And and a shout out to us, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man.
Mm-hmm.
Check out our YouTube channel, man. All Money In Podcast.
Yes.
Shout out to Gear Locker LA for the clothes.
Yeah, most definitely.
If
You
you
know
don't
what I
like
mean?
YouTube,
So-
man, we on Anchor. We on
Anchor,
Spotify. Google.
Podbean.
Podbean.
Gonna
is
be on Apple
Soon to
soon.
be Apple.
This is so dope. I love what you guys
Yes.
are doing.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
really
Appreciate
it
that.
for real. Big time.
All right, man.
That's what we do.
Hell yeah. So on that note, y'all have a blessed one. Peace.
Deuces.
Night.